to our sacred space in our living room. And so I invite you to find a quiet spot and we're going to tell the story together. So I invite you this morning to go grab some toys, whatever you have. So I have some Lego people. You need 3 different people, whatever you have. And I made a road out of my Legos. See my Lego road? But you can also use, I have ribbon. You can make a road out of ribbon or anything that you have. You need a road and you need 3 people. And at the end of my road, I have a little house. So maybe if you have something that can be a little house, that would be great. So our story picks up after Jesus rose from the grave. Remember, we just celebrated Easter on Easter Sunday, and we're traveling along right along with Jesus' disciples. So this is the 3rd day, and 2 of Jesus' disciples are walking away from Jerusalem, and they're walking on their way to Emmaus, the road to Emmaus. They're discussing something. So here I have my 2 disciples. They're walking along this path, the road to Emmaus. And they heard about how Jesus wasn't in the grave anymore. And they heard stories about the women that went to the tomb and they said, we saw angels and they told us that Jesus was alive. We saw Jesus. But they didn't know what to think about all of this. They were so confused and they were talking about all the things that they heard, and they were just so sad because they didn't know that Jesus was really alive. They didn't really believe it. They were so confused. So here they are on the way on their road, and as they're walking, another person came along and started walking with them. And he asked them, what are you all talking about? And they looked so sad, and they said, haven't you heard all the things that happened in Jerusalem? And the man said, well, tell me about it. And so they told him what had happened to Jesus, that he was arrested, that he was crucified. Then this man, who they didn't know, or so they thought, started explaining to them as they walked why this had to happen. And he went back, way back, and looked at the books of Moses and explained everything to them. He just opened up the scriptures and they were so amazed at what this man knew. Well, they made it to where they were staying, the disciples, and they said, oh, please, just come stay with us. And so he did, this man. So here they are, they made it to him, and they're sitting down, they're going to eat a meal together, and they are just talking about all kinds of things. Are you doing that too? Yeah. So they're going to sit down and they're going to eat together. And then the man took bread, he blessed it, and he broke it. And at that very moment, the disciples' eyes opened and they knew it was Jesus. They recognized him. They didn't recognize him before that moment, but as soon as he broke that bread, just like he had done the last time they ate together, a meal together, they knew it was Jesus. You know what happened? Right then, Jesus disappeared. Their hearts were full, and they immediately went back to Jerusalem to tell the other disciples what had happened. I wonder why the disciples didn't recognize Jesus on the road. I wonder how the disciples felt when they recognized Jesus. I wonder how Jesus even disappeared. How did that happen? He was there and then he wasn't. What joy in this new body that Jesus had. I wonder what you think and how you feel hearing this story. Jesus is alive. And what joy that we get to celebrate that Jesus died, he rose again, and he's gonna come back again someday. But he's with us. His Holy Spirit is with us. So let's keep celebrating this week. Our alleluias are out. Our flowers are blooming and they smell so good. Life with God is so good. GC Kids and Families, I look forward to seeing you on Zoom Sunday morning. And we will sing together and we'll continue this journey in this story with Jesus, living life with him in his kingdom now. Bye-bye. Have a great day.